Jonathan's in Watford. Jonathan, what would you like to say?
Hello, James.
Hello.
I'm somewhat conflicted. The needle's gone to empty in terms of Boris. It's gone from full all the way to empty, and that's
Really?
because of what happened at the weekend.
Yes.
The fact that he's pulled out of the television debate. The interview with Nick this morning was
He was never pulled
joke.
into it, in his defence. So, I mean, he never agreed to do it and then withdrew his agreement, but he certainly isn't doing it. He seems to be scared of Jeremy Hunt, but, of course, his supporters claim he's equipped to steer the country through the most difficult period in generations, but he's scared of Jeremy Hunt.
Also, confession, I voted Brexit, and wish now I hadn't.
Okay.
So I know that you are. But I'm conflicted only because my biggest fear is Jeremy Corbyn. I know that's not the exact point you're talking about just now, but whether or not Boris is going to be a great Prime Minister, of the two of them, I think he's the one that could potentially beat Jeremy Corbyn. So in an ideal world, I'd like him to come in.
What about a different Labour? What about a different Labour leader? I think you speak for a lot of people when you describe that, and I think that's probably what will sway the membership as well. Is this fear of Corbyn, whether it's justified or not? Would a different Labour leader change your position?
Possibly. I mean, obviously, for my name, you know, I'm a proud British Jew. Corbyn terrifies me.
I
because
knew you
of,
were called Jonathan. I'm not necessarily going to be able to extrapolate your religion or indeed your pride.
I thought you had my surname, James, as well. I apologise. And if I've given it and I shouldn't have, I'm sorry. No. If there were a different Labour leader, then I might take a different view. I mean, I voted for Tony Blair.
Yes.
Because I thought that he would bring something different, and to some extent he did. But to be honest, he was more to the centre. Jeremy Corbyn is so far to the left that it does
Well, again,
me.
the problem with the way I'm doing my job at the moment is I'm inviting callers to ring in with strong opinions about political figures, about whom I have strong opinions, but I then find myself having a sort of to defend them. He's certainly perceived as being very far to the left, and he certainly has done things in the past or subscribed to schools of thought in the past that are very far to the left, but in the great scheme of things, he's in a Scandinavian model, he'd be very close to the centre. He's a sort of Scandinavian-style social democrat. The problem I have, which you don't have to agree with necessarily, is that I don't trust him, and that is a lot more important than politics. But, of course, I now have to point out to you, Jonathan, that I don't trust Boris Johnson either, and nor do you, and yet such is your fear of Jeremy Corbyn that you are prepared to countenance him being Prime Minister. That's a bit odd.
Oh, you know something, James? I agree, because hearing me say it out loud is a bit different to how I thought it would sound in my head.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
I would honestly, sadly, prefer that Jeremy Hunt beat Boris, because I don't trust him. To be honest, there are very few politicians I trust, but I think I would trust Jeremy Hunt more than I would trust Boris.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Jonathan, and I'm going to suggest you are not now, nor ever have been, a junior doctor.
No, you're right.
It's 28 minutes after 10.